In the last lecture, we talk about some nuclear properties. Up to the binding energy, we have discussed. Now we have to move towards the next property, that is nothing but the packing fraction. That packing fraction is studied by the Ashton in 1972, which expressed the deviation of the masses from mass numbers in the form of a packing fraction of each nuclide. Packing fraction is defined as the ratio of difference between the atomic mass of the atom and its mass number to its mass number. Difference between the atomic mass of the atom and its mass number. Atomic mass minus mass number divided by mass number, that is a packing fraction. To minimize the confusion with the mass defect, ZMA minus A can be called as a mass excess. It is also called as the mass excess. This may come for the MCQ. What is the packing fraction? Packing fraction is nothing but the ratio of the difference between atomic mass of the atom and the mass number to its mass number. The difference between the mass number, atomic mass of the atom and its mass number is called as mass excess. Then we have to talk about here the examples are given in the diagram. It is clear that for the low mass numbers, the value of the packing fraction is high. For He4, you can see the carbon is there and the oxygen is there. The value of the packing fraction of the oxygen is closer to 0 and the mass number increases, the packing fraction becomes negative, passes through a flat minimum, and the fraction then rises gradually again positive at values of the A above 180. See what happens. For the helium it is a high. For the oxygen you can see that mass number is closer to the that particular fraction, packing fraction is closer to the 0. Means you can say the mass number increases, the packing fraction becomes negative, passes to the flat minimum, and the fraction then rises gradually again positive at values of the about 180. When the mass number will be the 180, at that time it will positive. Okay, the positive packing fraction suggests that the nucleus somewhat less stable. Okay, and negative packing fraction says that it is a quite stable. Okay, the packing fraction concept is useful to study the isotopic masses. It may come for the MCQs, that's why I'm highlighting these points. Okay, then next, stability of the nuclei. We know that the binding energy is function of the nature of the binding forces of the nucleons, that is the nuclear forces that hold the nucleus together. But in some cases it is found that the number of the protons and the neutrons found in those nuclei which are stable nuclei can be classified according to whether they contain even or odd number of the protons and the neutrons. How they are classified? Based on the odd and even number of this particular proton and neutrons. Then nuclei with even number of both the protons and the neutrons are generally more stable than those with the odd numbers of these particles. It may come for the MCQ purpose of view. What we have seen, the nuclei with the even number of, see here you can see the nuclei with the even number of both the protons and the neutrons are generally more stable than those with the odd numbers of these particular particles. Nuclei which contains the certain specific number of the protons and the neutrons with a nucleus ensure an extra degree of stability. These are so called magic numbers. For protons and for neutrons are 2, 8, 20, 28, 50, 82 and 126. All isotopes of the elements after the bismuth are radioactive. All the isotopes of the elements after the bismuth are radioactive. Here that stability